Hello, everybody. It's ID1 here. Today's video. We're back on another video today. Sorry I haven't done any. I've been absent for a couple days. Just been getting stuff caught up and like with other things. Um, New video I'm working on today. Kind of something I want to talk to you guys all about. And if we all have any anime fans out here or people anime fans and things like that. How many of you all have always wanted to come up with your anime story, or you have an anime story you thought of doing? Kind of want to see it come to life, or what your vision is for it, or what story plot you have for it. I have a story plot of anime I came up with. I don't have a drawing of any kind. I just have a story plot for now of things. I have a nice little vision of what it could look like and what it could be. Um, I'm kind of working on this. I'm trying to work on a deal to kind of make 3D models of these characters so I can like show you like what they could look like, because I found a software to kind of like make these characters and stuff like that. And I'll definitely do a separate video show you what they could look like on the next one or something. Um, but I'm gonna talk to you guys about this anime story, this anime project that I'm trying to work on. It's a lot of patience and time, but I have a nice story plot for it right now. This story is called Elemental Dragon Ninjas. Now, I might change this title name for that. That's just a temporary one because I might end up finding something that might catch my eye different. What Elemental Dragon Ninjas is about is there is these 16 different dragons. They all have power elements. Now, if you want to know where the 16 dragons got all these elements from, they got them from these elemental gods. Now, one of the things about this is that there's a villain by the name of Surtur. Now, I know Surtur kind of sounds like something from Thor, which is a Thor villain, but this is a whole different character, whole different character. Not quite on the same, whole different character. I mean, yeah, the name sounds, at that par, but it's a whole different character. It's not quite Surtur from Thor. Um, his elemental power that he has is energy base. So one of the unique abilities about his energy base is energy drain. So what does he do with it? He drained all the gods' elemental powers, and how that comes to be, he's actually a demon. He awoken after 1,000 years. So now that he has awoken, his main goal is to dominate, destroy. He's a conqueror. So he drained all the gods' elemental powers to where they only had half access to their abilities, so they really were nothing. They were no match for him. With his unique, with his unique ability, with his energy drain that he has, the only thing the gods can think of doing was harnessing what's left of their abilities in these dragons. So what happens is these 16 dragons have chosen 16 teenagers to be these ninja heroes. Yeah, I know it kind of has like a little bit of a Power Ranger kick to it. There is some Power Ranger esque to this story a little bit. There's a few features. A mentor by the name of Makoto. He is a mentor teaching these 16 ninjas how to harness and take care of their abilities, train their abilities. He teaches them the martial arts and things like that. Makoto does have an elemental ability of himself. I do believe it is supposed to be one of them is a telekinesis ability, and there's two other abilities he does have. But he is basically kind of a similar character like Charles Xavier, for example. So where he trains everybody, they kind of stay in a mausoleum, where he trains them all and everything else. and he teaches them to these teenagers to unlock their abilities, further abilities later down the road, kind of thing. So out of the 16 heroes that there are, they do have names, but if I don't get to it today, I'll get to it on the next video and tell who they are and stuff. So the 16 dragons have chosen these 16 characters, and each dragon has their own element. Hence how all these ninjas are. There is the red ninja, which is basically the leader of this group. His power element is fire, which comes from the fire dragon. There is the green ninja. And his power element comes from the lightning dragon. There is the blue ninja, and his power element comes from the ice dragon, because his element is ice power. Because similar to Sub-Zero in a way. The next one I have here is the black ninja, and his power element is shadow element, so more on par similar with Noob Saibot. I've done some different shadow abilities, but there are a few takes from Noob Saibot that are recognizable. The next one I have here is the gold ninja, and his power element is sand. So his power element comes from the sand dragon, and how I came up with that character, he's similar to Gaara from Naruto, and a little bit of a mixture with Sandman from the Spider-Man universe. So there's kind of a few different takes there. Sorry, my cat decided to sit on my lap for this video. So there's a gold ninja. The silver ninja is basically, his power element comes from the metal dragon. And how this is, his power element is basically liquid metal, or metal manipulation. So he kind of a Magneto type character. He can also liquid metal his arms and hands as swords and knives. He can also harden his body with like an armored shell, kind of a similar Colossus kind of like deal. That's the silver ninja there. The white ninja that I have here is he is basically the weather. His power element comes from the weather dragon, so he has like storm capabilities. That's basically what I have for that. And the last 8th character of that group is the gray ninja, and his power element is smoke element, which comes from the smoke dragon. So his power element is kind of like similar abilities, more to Smoke from Mortal Kombat. There are some other things I kind of added there that might look different. They're gonna be pretty cool looking. So there's 8. There is 8 of the male ninjas I have there. Now there are 8 female ninjas too total. So there's kind of they're even with each other. So there is the pink ninja, and her power element is gravity, and her element comes from the gravity dragon. There is the yellow dragon. There is the yellow ninja, and her power comes from the earth dragon, because her power element is based from earth. There is the purple ninja, and her power element is dark magic abilities, which comes from the dark dragon. So, and her character, the purple ninja, she's kind of a similar character to Raven from Teen Titans. She kind of has abilities similar to that, or she's a similar character. She has dark magic abilities, and so she kind of has similar abilities from that are kind of like Raven or Zatanna, are kind of the two par kind of mixed with her on that. But she has ninja abilities. So, but even though she has ninja abilities, she kind of has features of that. there is the orange ninja, and her power element is wood element, which comes from the wood dragon. And if you want to know where the wood element came from or how that comes to be, well, a lot of the wood element I kind of got from Yamato from Naruto. I kind of borrowed some things from there because he used a lot of wood. He used a lot of different types of wood jitsu. Wow, excuse me. No jitsu and jujitsu are like really kind of like when you're trying to like explain those. Um, that's one of the things I'm doing with that is yeah, the orange ninja with wood element. Um, now the fifth female character of this franchise, which is the other ninja character, is supposed to be this aqua blue ninja. So she's basically this like light blue or cyan color. Her power element is based off of water. So her power element comes from the water dragon. So she has water element abilities. Another one I have here is is the Sage Ninja, which is this light green, like this really light green color. Her power element is basically plant based, so she's kind of she has plant element abilities, which comes from the plant dragon. So basically, she has similar ideas from Poison Ivy, but she doesn't have any poison. She can do similar things from that, but she can control grass. She can control certain parts of the roots of the grass too. Um, just different types of plant-based stuff, flowers and plants type of things. So there's the Sage Ninja. The next one I have here is the Burgundy Red Ninja, which is this dark red ninja. Her power element is blood manipulation, similar to Scarlet from Mortal Kombat. So she can do blood manipulation. She also has a similar. So she's a mixture between. She's a mixture between. She's a mixture between Scarlet from Mortal Kombat, and she kind of has certain features similar to Ken Kianaki from Tokyo Ghoul. So she can kind of do blood things with that too. The last ninja character, which is the last eighth one, and that is this turquoise or teal ninja, and her power element is wind element. So her power element comes from the wind dragon. And then, like I said, with the burgundy one, since her power element is blood element, hers comes from the crimson blood dragon. So kind of a cool little thing with that. Um, so those are the heroes of the story. Are these 16 different ninjas? Um, they all train to learn. They all train with Mikado to learn their abilities, how to control their abilities, like the X Men. So they're kind of, even though they're in a mausoleum, they kind of treat it like an Xavier school, really, or or kind of the school from My Hero Academia. So it's kind of on par with both. Um, they fight off against this villain Surtur. Now Surtur is a very interesting villain for them. He takes very good pleasure on not only just fighting them, but he enjoys fighting them because he knows they're skilled and he knows the abilities they have. But you'll see whenever there's a I have a pretty good vision of how like these fights could go as well. So like I have a good idea of how they're supposed to fight each other. Um um sorry guys, I'm trying to there's a lot to throw in this story here. Um he not only does he take the pleasure of it, but he toys with them. He enjoys like messing with them because he wants to kill them, but at the same time he just takes pleasure of like just toying and beating them until they get the hint that he is superior, and one of his favorite characters of the franchise, he does like to fight a lot because out of the five, they're pretty skilled ninja characters, but all of them are pretty skilled in their own way. But these ones are like his most favorite ones. He likes to mess around with. The red ninja, of course, the red ninja, of course, the green, the black, uh, purple, and pink ninja, and then pink ninja, and then of course the yellow ninja is another one that. So out of between those 5 to 6 characters are the ones he likes to mess around and fight with, because they have pretty good skillful characters. And like I said, not saying that the other ninja characters are not skilled either, because they're skilled in their own way, but he has like he has a certain favorite he likes to fight with. Um, and yes, even though there are 16 characters, he can defeat all 16 of them because he can. Because I have a nice vision of of how this is going to be, because I have a vision where I'm going to draw out episodes somehow of how these things could be, or kind of like take some notes a little bit and kind of write out like how the fights could go and how this could be. And like, because there's like 2 or 3 fights where they actually fight him head on, and he like just tore them apart. Like, I think I had a good eye part here where he grabs the both of them, just smacks their heads in together, just kind of like tosses them like rag dolls. But now I come into this play here. They are they do have there is similar Power Ranger esque things here, because the color coordination kind of is similar to Power Rangers. The fights in this, how this could be, is going to be really interesting, because how the fights could be in this, the fights could be very different of how they could go. You might have some fights that are going to be similar Dragon Ball Z esque like fights. You might have some fights that are going to be similar to Naruto esque fights. Now they all have melee weapons. They all have their own signature weapons. They all have their own melee weapons. Some of the weapon sword fight play and stuff will be similar to like what Demon Slayer is, or Rurouni Kenshin, for another example for sword fight. Another Another one is you might have some fights that are similar to My Hero Academia, and the very last one. You might have some fights that are similar to like Power Ranger esque fights. So there's different types of things of how this could go. Um, but there's a lot of cool things I'm working on with this. There's a lot of things here. Um, I do have villain ideas for this. I do have an idea that I want to do later. I thought about making a. I kind of took a couple of these ideas from Power Rangers, and I kind of think it'd be kind of neat to kind of throw this in an anime kind of deal. I do have an idea for an evil ninja character later on that's just gonna like not only like take them to school, but he has the power to know what to do with it. Um, that ninja character is the Bronze Ninja, and his power element is basically a copycat element, um, or mirror mirage kind of a deal. But like, he's basically a mixture between Taskmaster and yeah, basically he's a mixture. I've got an idea of how he's supposed to be. He's got some mixtures between Taskmaster. He does have he does have a Tommy esque kind of like feel to him, like Tommy Evil Green Ranger like feel to him. But like, even though he's not green, he has that. The third one is he's kind of like he's just a pretty big dominant character. And the ninja heroes, they do have a hard time fighting him because he does take them all on. Because like how his copycat pilot works, he can just take one look at him and then it's like, okay, I can do that now. So yeah, and it just takes all it just takes is one look, and he's automatically learned it within a couple seconds, and then he like bests you with your abilities. So, and he has his own signature weapons as well. Um, another one, an idea I have here is kind of like the Psycho Rangers from Power Rangers. I came up with my own kind of 16 evil team to go against the Ninja Hero characters, and they're basically these psycho like samurais. Now I'm not gonna call them psycho samurais, but like I've kind of gave them the devilish evil like mask for samurai to kind of give them that evil like their bad look, and they're all 16 colored par just like the ninja characters. So basically, I'm gonna use them for like a ninja versus samurai showdown matchup, and they do kind of take the ninja heroes to school. So like for the next, I have good idea for what I want to do with them later. Um, that's about it on that. But yeah, there's a lot of things I'm wanting to do with this anime project. Like I said, I got a good vision for like how the fights could be, how the story could go, and how everything could come to be. Um, like I said, there's a lot to do, but I'm hoping at some point I can kind of like show you guys like what characters I've made and see what you guys come up with. Because I'm making some of these from like a 3D model, kind of a 3D model kind of like deal, but trying to see if I can't like print out some stuff so I can show you like what designs I want to do with these characters. So, um, but yeah, if you guys like this idea for an anime story, like I said, there's a lot of things here that there might be some changes. Um, like I said, this is kind of the story I have right now. If you guys like this idea or think this idea is pretty cool, comment section below. And if you guys have an anime story you guys want to share and explain about, let me know let me know. I love to see on the comments and hear what they are. Um, Post the comment section below, and if you like this video, hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe as always. And I'll see you next video. And goodbye.